Might see a lot of things simulated, so we're going to simulate a game for you right now. 8th edition core rules that were leaked.
Your intros are so good.
Top quality
Top
stuff.
quality
man.
intro. We're Wartorn Creative, by the way. Thanks for joining us.
This is Brad and Gavin, and I'm Jared, and we're going to talk about this lovely simulated
Yeah, how did
match.
that intro go for you?
It went terrible.
So who do we have? We've got Tau versus,
We have Tau versus Space Marines. We have right here and over there.
and it's going to be a 200-point,
Roughly,
basically.
yeah, because the
ish
points
list.
were so weird,
And those images are impossible to read.
and they're pretty fuzzy. We
We're
made,
basically just going through 2 battle rounds.
yeah, essentially, it came out, it's going to come out to be maybe a couple battle rounds. We might reset it, see how it goes. But we're going to run with it with the core rules that were leaked earlier this week, and just see how it goes with the new weapon profiles and just the overall flow of play.
I, for one, am super excited. I'll be on the sidelines just helping out with a little printout of all the rules to clarify stuff.
It's going to be the ref.
You guys ready to get into it?
Over to the table.
See you guys at the table.
Battle round 1.
Battle round. Fight. All right, so we have just the movement phase. Space Marines have movement 6. So we're just going to get up in it.
And just for clarity, as far as we know from what we can see in the core rules, there are no movement penalties for moving through terrain.
Yes, there are none. 2-inch coherency is still a thing.
Yes.
So we're just going to go ahead and move everything.
So unlike in 7th, where we'd have to roll dice to get through cover or anything, now he's just going to
Because I'm
YOLO swag, jump over that stuff.
because I'm crazy. I'm just going to get in.
You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, right?
Well, we just got to test all the guns, man.
I'm sure we'll likely see specific terrain having modifiers where it just flat reduces your movement or something like that, or is dangerous in some way.
Right.
But that will likely be on the data sheet for that type of terrain in maybe the main rule book, or as they release new terrain.
Like trudging through 10 feet of snow or icy cold water,
Yeah,
muddy
they'll-
oil.
We've always had some interesting rules for terrain. A lot of people opted not to use them because it just got a little ridiculous to constantly have to.
I don't think that's 2
No,
inches.
no, no. Now here's the thing. Do I want to be that guy and daisy chain?
Oh my gosh.
Well, because
it doesn't get the
it's a
penalty?
viable
Yeah,
tactic, so I
yeah.
don't have to help. Because you would do that in 7th,
Yeah.
but I think I'm just going to move him anyway, so I can test out the -1.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's the best part about this right here is that instead of just completely throwing that weapon out for your shooting because you moved,
Yeah,
you all of a sudden have a
Yeah.
pseudo relentless.
this is good because it shows the viability of tactical squads being so flexible.
Yeah.
So let's see. What do we have in range? Because Saggy Face done.
Yes.
Yeah, because for this very reason, we played at 200
Yeah.
points. We're not going to do any psychic shenanigans right now.
Right.
Plus, we don't even know the rest of the psychic stuff for
Yeah.
any of our units.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything with Psychic on Tau yet.
Nothing.
we don't really
I mean, you'll
have-
never have psychic things.
Well,
We have an
right,
ethereal, which we don't know whether or not.
You might have.
Still not psychic. But
He might have Smite.
I probably won't. Guarantee you, based on everything I know about Tau, they won't.
It's just greater good D1. It's like
Yeah.
it's like D3 mortal wounds. All right.
Space Communist Manifesto.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's what they use.
Everyone gets along.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna divvy up our shots because we're in the shooting phase now. I'm gonna check ranges for rapid fire purposes. Because now that you can, in 8th edition, you can actually divvy up all the shots to wherever you want.
Right. So you don't have to just pick a unit. Every single model can shoot whatever
Yeah.
you want.
So the melta gun and the grav gun, I'm just gonna chuck into your guys over here.
All right. You're not going to do too much damage. Can you even throw it that far?
I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, we are
They
space.
are Space Marines. They could probably whip those weapons pretty significant.
Just do a gavel throw. Just spin
Because of
around
range,
a couple
I'm
times.
doing the plasma pistol into you as well.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to put the bolters into these guys.
All right. Let's do it.
So we're
Do
going to
it to
clear
it.
them all. So let's do the melta gun.
I think this is one of the most exciting things as you roll about this edition is that tactical squads really are tactical.
Yeah.
Being able to divide their fire,
So
you
good.
can finally switch up all
hitting
what
on
kind of
threes.
weapons you have in there.
Hitting on 3s.
Oh, look, it's a hit.
A
And it
sixer.
is strength 8 versus toughness. We gave the stat line of toughness 4.
4.
because we just took the commander and just kind of modified it down a bit
Yeah.
to make sense. But 3 wounds because they had 2 wounds before, and we just bumped it up because a lot of things that were multi-wound got an additional wound.
Yeah.
So wounding on 2s because it's double. So that is a 1. That failed.
It's an automatic fail
He might win the
regardless of
ice
any,
cream.
I guess in a void of
Oh.
all modifiers.
Was that a Melta or a Plasma?
That's Melta.
Okay.
All
So
right,
it
now-
ain't going to blow up or nothing.
No. Well, I'm not going to overcharge the pistol. I have the option to do it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Do it. No, do it. We have to show it off.
Okay.
It's one of the coolest things about plasma this
Okay. That makes it strength 8 minus 3 AP.
So base is strength 7 minus
like a
2
little
AP damage 1,
Yes.
correct?
And overcharge.
And overcharging plus 1 strength, another additional minus 1, so you are at 8 minus 3 AP.
Any additional damage or just 1 damage?
2 damage.
2 damage. Woo. All right.
Jameson wants us to leave the dice on there for a second so he
So
can
hitting
get
on
a camera
3s?
shot.
Okay, I'll do it too quickly. All right, so that hits. And then we are going to strength 7, so it's going to be wounding on 3s.
Wait, you overcharge it, so it's strength 8.
Oh, strength 8. Yes. I
Still
did.
hitting on 3s. No, it's double.
No, I hit on 3s, and it's double, so now it's 2 plus.
That's right.
2 plus to wound. That's a wound at minus 3. So you have an armor save of a 3 plus.
Correct. So it's going to be a 6.
So that's good. Yeah, it's gonna be 4, 5, 6.
So I have a t-shirt save.
T-shirt save like an orc. Oh,
So close,
See,
but no cigar.
your guy takes
55.
2
2
damage.
damage.
2 damage.
So you
Should be
allocate that
overcharged
to
plus.
whatever model you wish.
Whichever model I wish.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to go with this
Another
guy.
really cool thing change. I mean, I guess this is probably one of the most mixed received rule change, because I know some people really enjoyed having the closest model
Yes.
kind of deal. It was a little more realistic. 5th edition, we had the receiving of the damage models.
Yes.
They got to pick. So we're back to 5th edition and all the
Somewhat.
editions before that.
Back to 5th edition somewhat because you still have to any preceding wounds you have
Oh
to
yeah,
allocate to
you
that
can't
wounded
spread out
model.
the wounds like
Yeah.
you could in 5th.
Yeah.
It's all, once the wound's on someone, it has to be finished.
So there's a bit of a give and take.
Yeah.
Grav cannon now with grav amps.
So how much better or worse is this than when you used to just splatter me all over the place with the grav cannons?
The outcome might still be the same,
All right.
but it's probably just a little bit easier to swallow.
Okay.
Because they've toned it down towards not like an answer all, especially with how wounds are going to be allocated now, because it does deal multi-wound against certain targets. And that's the other thing. That's the change. Instead of wounding on your armor save, it's just strength 5, right? So it's only going to be hurting you on 3s,
Okay.
and it's not going to be in a 7th edition scenario, I would be wounding on 3s because of armor save. But because it's strength 5, I'm wounding on 3s, but I'm not going to be crumping things that have a 2-up armor save. The
On
only-
2-up.
Yeah, on the 2-up. The only difference now is that I do more damage against things with an armor save of 3 or better. So and it's got a minus 3 AP.
Yes.
So 4 shots. We have
And these are minus 1 to hit.
minus 1, and tactical marines have a bliss skill of 3 plus, so now it's a 4 plus because I moved because of the heavy rule. Oh man,
Sweet rolls.
I missed completely.
And that shows you that, a standard.
I had 1 hit
The
if I
3-up.
did move.
Yeah, if you didn't move, 3-up would have helped, but that 4-up really changes things.
Maybe
I
I
think a
should-
lot of Space Marine players who've exclusively played Space Marines,
Yes.
so used to that 3-up to hit
Oh.
on shooting. It's going to be a whole new world for them. That Astra Militarum life of 4-up hitting.
That guardsman life.
Yeah.
So so now we're going to resolve all the bolters that I've already declared on the strike squad. I believe that's what they're called now, right? Strike squad.
Yep, that's what those guys
So
are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So essentially the rest are going to be hitting or shooting that with rapid fire 1, which means double the shots. So of 1, which are going to be a total of 14 shots. Can I borrow 2 of your dice, please? Thank you, sir.
Hey, it's exciting. Gilliman having rapid fire 3 on his weapon. So
Oh.
he gets 6 shots at
that's-
half range.
That's going to be fun.
You know what else is cool? How many points he is.
Yeah, he's got a 10-point jump.
How much is he now?
He's 360
360.
versus.
Oh man, he is that base or with weapons?
No, that's well because
So characters have-
independent
independent characters have a
just have
base.
their base cost as what we've
Okay,
seen.
that's cool.
So I'm gonna roll it right here because 14 dice in,
Yeah.
in this middle of the mess is gonna be pretty bad. So I'm going to be hitting on 3s. And we got, let's take away all the misses because it's way easier in my opinion. So that's 5. So we got a total of 3, 6, 9. And it's going to be strength 4, no AP, versus toughness 3.
Yep, toughness 3. You got it.
So I'm wounding you on 3s. So we got to take away the misses again. So it's only 2. So we got 7 wounds coming your way, and you are fully in cover. So you have a base 4-up save from what we saw.
So it's going to go down to a 3-up.
To a 3-up, well, up.
Up to a 3-up, and then
down in number.
There's
up
no
in
AP
save.
on the standard bolter, so
3-up.
3-up save.
Look at
And
that.
he
All
rolls
save.
fabulously.
Look at that.
Oh,
That is why I don't like psychic abilities.
Because of the barrel.
They're all safe.
All right, so since that didn't go too well for me, now we're going to test the new greater good stuff because shooting's done. And let's take some measurements here.
So you're going to try to give me a little charge.
I'm going to do the.
I need my dice back for this one.
You are.
Do you know how many dice this is going to be, Gavin?
7-inch.
A lot.
I would need a
30 dice.
7-inch charge.
I
Good
counted.
God.
I counted what it would be if you
7-inch
charged me.
charge. So I'm going to charge. I'm only picking one target
Yep.
because that's the only one that I can reasonably reach with 7 inches, which is your suits.
And because they're within 6 inches of them, they'll get greater good,
Yes.
which they will be able to shoot.
So let's resolve those guys.
And they're all going to be within rapid fire range.
Yes. So pick a unit and resolve those.
All right, so let's just do these guys first.
Okay.
So it's going to be
10 shots.
10 shots. And he's down 6s. Oh, there's one. Cocked.
Okay.
So looks like we're getting 2.
And then a strength 5.
They are. Good question. I have.
Pulse
no
rifles are
idea.
strength 5.
Yes, strength 5. Against your toughness.
You have 4. So you need 3.
3s.
Looks like you've
Going
got
that guy.
1 wound.
Yeah, majority facing is 2 and a 5. Is there an AP on that?
There's not.
No AP.
Nope. Not on
Neat.
those bad boys.
So I get a 3-up armor save. Oh, geez. So he eats it. So I'm going to pick not the guy closest to the I need to charge. So I'm going to take this guy away over here. Boop.
All right.
Another
So-
really wonderful thing. So if you put your dude, if you just were throwing your guys at them, and you had a power
Yeah.
fist guy in front,
This definitely saves the whole not failing a charge because you lost too many dudes on the front.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
really.
So
I mean,
plus 1
there
assault armies. Yeah.
is still the option to get completely shut off before you get there, especially when you're dealing with Tal's greater good mechanic.
all right. So now you got the battle suits. So I've got 5 burst cannons and 1 flamer on these guys.
5 burst cannons. Woo.
So the burst cannons are going to be assault 4, strength 5. Give me some 6s. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just
on the
go
white-
over
I'm gonna
here.
go
This
on
is
the
a
white
lot of
space.
dice.
I hope you roll all 1s, I swear. 1s. Not as... there's
I got 1!
Yeah. Ha!
So 3.
For the greater nothing.
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 All right, that flamer. So now we have
So,
that
the
delicious flamer. So we didn't see any differences with how flamers work on Overwatch, so we're just going to assume that it's going to be D6 automatic hits on the charge.
Yeah.
So I'll roll a d6 to see how many we get.
1.
We're gonna get 1.
1 on the majority facing.
So
It's strength 4, so you're going to be wounding me on 4s. Ah.
nothing.
Woo.
Look at
Wow,
was gonna
this
say,
is the
watch-
worst
look at that bad
Overwatch Tao has
Overwatch,
ever
guys.
done.
I know. Well, he doesn't have nearly as many Tau.
Yeah,
Or marker lights.
yeah.
Actually, no. That,
Marker lights don't affect
No,
any.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how terrible I am. I could have re-rolled my 1s. But see, you forget rules and you don't get to do it.
Oh, they can reroll 1s?
Well, my Crisis Battle suit could have.
Oh, okay, they have that ability?
He's got a multi-tracker.
Oh, you gave one of them a multi-tracker.
Yeah. So basically, this guy
Oh.
right here that has the flamer as a multi-tracker. So
Oh.
I could have re-rolled the 1s on the hit.
That, okay,
But
yeah.
I failed.
Next time.
Next
Learn.
time. See, you gotta learn from mistakes.
Okay, so now I need a...
That was not planned.
that was not planned.
That's a standard issue Brad fuck up.
All right, so I need a 7-inch charge. I got a box
You
cards.
definitely got in.
I'm in it. In it
In
to
it.
win it. Man, I should have just charged both units.
Yeah.
I was going to eat those both Overwatches anyways.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
That is a good point with Tau. The multi-charges are a lot more worthwhile because you know you're getting that Overwatch regardless.
Right.
So since I
Might
can
as
move,
well attempt to get more than one unit in combat.
actually, since I can move 12, I can engage that unit.
That's right. You
Yeah.
just need to be within an inch.
Yes.
Which basically is the floor below him in that case.
So from here, I can wrap around as long as I end within within an inch of this guy. So I go whoop, right there. So that unit's engaged, and they've already Overwatched because of greater good, so they couldn't Overwatch again.
Correct.
And we're just going to go ahead and have these guys, since they're not the primary targets, they're going to come this way. I'm going to get that power fist in here. Everybody's going to get nice and snug.
All right, guys, you gotta live. Gotta live in this close. Gotta live.
They're not.
They're gonna live.
We'll see.
What do you know? You don't have any chainswords.
Okay, so actually, just to
I should
clarify,
spend money on chainsaws.
Jared, because you did not declare that you were charging both,
no, I
you
can-
may not end within
that
an
is
inch
true.
of another unit.
But I can consolidate into them. On
You can consolidate into them later. So you need to stay an inch away.
There.
Just to clarify, the rule is
Let's just reshuffle. My bad, people.
each model in the charging unit can move up to the number of inches rolled in your charge.
Yes.
This is their charge distance this turn. The first model you move must finish within 1 inch of an enemy model from one of the target units.
Okay.
No model in the charging unit can move within 1 inch of an enemy unit
Of
that
an
was not
undeclared-
the target of a
Gotcha.
charge.
Okay, but I can consolidate into them.
You
in the
can
fight.
consolidate into it.
So my mindset was so good. Don't flame me on the comments.
We fixed it. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
It is your first time in 8th, so
Oh yeah.
you
right.
get some wiggle
Yeah.
room.
Oh jeez.
It's okay. He's gonna attack with chainswords, and every time he
I don't
attacks
have
with them,
chainswords,
He's
I'm
gonna
okay.
keep getting more and more.
Oh, that's
attacks.
right. Yeah, the Jared rule.
I got too excited about chainswords. Okay. All right. So
That's just gonna be our running joke for like
Choppas have that
eternity.
rule too.
yes, they do.
And actually, one of the Tyranids abilities have
I
that
think,
as well.
what is it? Scything talents?
I don't think it's Sighting Talons.
Because
So what are you hitting me with?
I am hitting you with.
A fist to the face.
Well, actually, yeah. Since now we're in the combat phase, so I'm going to say I get to swing. Obviously, I'm going to swing first because I'm the charger. So we're going to do the pile in which I'm going to come in and pull your other unit in. So as long as I end still closer to this guy and engage your unit right here,
Okay.
these guys are going to pile in.
So to clarify, we're in part 5, the fight phase now that we've completed the charge
Fight
phase.
phase.
Step 2 of the fight phase is pile in. You may move each model in the unit up to 3 inches. This move can be in any direction so long as the model ends the move closer to the nearest enemy model.
Okay, he's right there. Wobbly models. All right. Now, we're going to have, we didn't see any, there's no like +1 on the charges anymore, so Space Marines are probably going to have, I'm trying to call off the top of my head the profile for Space
Base
Marine.
1 attack.
Base 1 attack, but I believe 2 for the Sarge, because that's been the standard for everybody.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do the regular dudes, because I wanted to say the Power Fist for last, because that's fun. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dudes. Since they have fixed to hit rolls, it's going to be 3+. Granted, that would still be the case in 7th edition because power god awful in melee, but that's good.
But hey, now you're hitting on a 3-up against a Bloodthirster of Infinite Rage.
Yeah,
So that's exciting.
that's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here, Swarmlord.
Yeah.
So 3s, 3 misses. And then it's strength 4 versus toughness 4, so 4s. And we have
4
wounds at no rend. No AP, sorry. Rend
AP
is
0.
This is all in the crisis suits.
Yes, so you have your
3
3
ups.
arms. And you take 1 wound.
You take 1 damage,
Yes, 1 damage.
1 damage.
which will knock 1 wound
So
off of one of those.
It's going to be
suits.
on that guy.
Oh, is it on the guy who
Yeah, you
already
still have
started
to
it?
allocate wounds to the guys to take it, so he's down to 1
No,
wound
he's
remaining.
dead. He's dead.
No, you only took 1 wound, didn't you?
You said I took 2 before. Oh,
It was just one.
Was it just one?
No, wait, no, it was two because it was the
Oh,
plasma pistol.
yeah.
You're
Right,
absolutely right.
It was 2. So he's super dead.
He's super dead.
He's super dead.
First blood to Jared.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Get
I
it,
mean,
fish
but
people.
kinda.
So now we're slapping back with that power fist.
Okay.
The lovely, amazing new power fist, which swings at the same time, but -1 to hit.
So now we're hitting on 4s.
4s. Got 2. That's a
5 and a
5,
6.
5 and a 6.
Okay.
And then it's strength 8 because it's still double, and it's going to be wounding on 2s. So we have 2 wounds. I believe it is -2 or -3.
-3, I believe. I need to check.
So
I need to
t-shirt
double
save?
check, but
How
I'm
many
pretty
damage
certain it's
does it do?
-3.
It is D3. It's going to be D3 damage after you fail this.
So
So-
you get your armor save, so it's -3.
It's -3.
So it's
Okay.
a 6-up save, just 2 dice.
Yeah,
2 dice, 6-up saves.
Neither.
Okay, so majority facing with 3. So that's going to be 2d3 damage. So let's see what happens. I got 3 and 1, so that's a total of 4 damage. So one guy is going to bite it entirely, and the last guy is going to have 1 wound remaining.
Okay, so and to clarify, the only reason this moves over is because 1 damage rolled one hit did 3 damage, which is
Yes.
enough to kill 1 suit.
Yes.
If he had rolled 2 and 2, it would have killed 1 suit, and that 4th damage would have fallen flat and not been able to roll over to the
Correct.
next.
Because
Oh, I'm
because
stupid. I should have
basic.
killed the other guy.
Because damage does not roll over to other units unless it is a mortal wound.
Okay, so now you have your units to attack because all my charge guys done their thing.
So Crisis Suit first, 2 attacks.
Yep, 2 attacks.
It's gonna be 5-ups.
Nope.
Nados.
Nadas.
So other guys.
Other guys, they can pile in if you wish.
Ooh, do I wish to do that? I mean, does it matter?
Well, because now you're in this situation is, do you want to pile in and be closer at the end of the turn, and then when your turn comes about, do you want to fall back? You want to fall back farther, or still be somewhat closer when you fall back?
You also have the opportunity to strike at with anyone who's within an inch is able to strike in combat.
Yes.
Because he's attacked with everyone in that's able to attack. So that leaves only you to attack with
realistic-
both this crisis suit and the fire warriors.
Realistically, they don't want to go closer.
Okay.
So just one guy then?
One guy punches.
Yep.
So I believe it was his.
There's a 5-up.
Well, it's not that.
All right.
Okay, so
Now
now
I gotta do my morale.
morale. So we put these guys at leadership. Believe we assumed
7.
7. Okay, yeah, because you did not.
Yep.
You did not take a Shazwi or Shazvray.
Don't know which one.
The sergeant.
Yeah, I never remembered which one was
So
which.
you lost. So now we're going to do the morale test. So you lost 2 models, and so what I want you to do is take a dice roll,
Yep.
and we'll see. And we're going to add those models lost to that dice roll.
And hopefully,
So that is a 4. So that is a 6.
so I pass.
You passed. If it was over 7, like if you rolled a
Now,
An 8.
question:
Or
the wounds
total
don't
eight.
matter.
No, the wounds only matter in terms of the survivability of the model.
Okay.
For morale tests, it only cares about how many models were slain.
Okay.
And then once you fail that test, models flee off of the difference.
Okay.
So small squads of multi-wound models are actually going to be pretty resilient as far as morale tests go.
Yes.
I imagine squads of 3 Carnifexes for Tyranids are going to be pretty nasty to deal with, because even after you kill one, the morale test, I mean, and when they're in Synapse, they
Well, there's synapse. They
auto-pass.
should. Yeah, they've already said in the Tyranid one that
Yeah.
they just immune to morale.
So is that your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Do you have to take morale too?
Yes, I do.
You lost a single model.
I lost a single model, but their leadership with the sergeant is at 8. So any dice roll, like a 6 would make that a 7. So I would never fail.
Okay.
Let's roll for the. Oh, it's a good thing I only lost 1 model.
That would have been really rough.
That would have
Pretty
been-
rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I lost 2 more models, 1 guy would have fled.
So now it goes on to my turn.
Oh, by the way, it's you choose the model that flees.
Yeah.
The defender.
Same thing with the models you can lose from disembarking a transport. I remember that being something we discussed a lot when we were first learned that. That oh god, you could lose a character. But if you roll a 1, you get to pick which dies. Granted, if you roll a ton of ones,
No, that's by the unit, and the character is its own unit.
that's true. That's
So
true.
the character's still at risk.
Character's still at risk. Oh, that's scary.
Yes.
Okay,
Scary.
so now my turn.
Yes, it is now your turn.
All right.
Gotta run that Gene Stealer
So
cult so you can
if
get
I
that
fall
4
back
up.
with these guys, none of them can shoot, correct?
Yes, none of them can shoot
Okay.
or charge or do essentially do anything. You're just running away.
Okay.
I believe it's an advanced move essentially.
Yeah.
It's a D6 plus your movement.
D6.
D6 plus my movement.
Yep. 6. Ooh, you're getting out of there.
So they can go 12 inches.
Fire Warriors
Fire
really
Warriors and
don't like
movement
being in
6?
close combat.
Yeah, I believe they're 6. Yeah, they're 6.
Ooh, those are spry little.
So we're gonna go 3
fishermen.
down.
Yep, 3 down and
So basically gonna go 9.
9. Yep, so right about. Yeah, there you go.
I'm just gonna daisy chain them along.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay that they fell back.
And
This guy
here's-
has a fly special rule, so
Yes.
he can fall back and still shoot at full everything.
Yeah, and he's got movement 8, so you can do your advanced move and peace out. You want to roll for that advanced move?
Am I still gonna be able to shoot?
But no, because it's a fallback, right? Correct, because the fallback is just essentially you running plus D6.
Yeah.
Well, he.
But that's not considered an advancement. It's you falling back. And
Yeah, so
the
D6
fly-
plus
and
your
the
movement.
fly still allows me
Yeah,
to
the
shoot.
fly-
Yeah, fly still allows you to shoot.
So 8 plus
Ooh,
6.
so you're 14.
You are rolling hot today.
Now, is that the guy with the flamer or no?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
So you want to stay within 8 then if you want to use
Yep.
that flamer. Sorry.
Sorry, dude. I gotta get these bases glued, guys.
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
It's just falling apart on the table.
Well,
That's not going to work.
That's
oh, watch me.
Standing on his little
Hold on,
tippy
hold on,
toes.
Hold up.
there you go.
All right. What is this, Age of Sigmar?
Dude.
You
Maybe
don't
that's
need
just-
a base.
maybe-
Well, you know it is.
Maybe that's
It's
just
8th
how.
edition.
Maybe that's how I'll just leave him, dude.
No.
He doesn't need a base.
Sorry, Age of Sigmar is Warhammer now.
Okay, so now I'm gonna shoot you with him because that's all I can do. Oh, he has 1 wound. I don't need the dice for that. All right, so we'll just do his
Burst cannon.
burst cannon first. 4 dice.
I noticed that, especially now that we can fire all ranged weapons, having a lot
gonna
of
be
different
4 up.
colored dice
Yeah,
is
so-
really going to be super useful for getting games going fast.
Yes.
So you can just be like, all right, this color is this weapon, this color is that weapon.
Yes.
Roll the dice,
Mhm.
get it done with.
Yeah, I noticed that because they didn't
So,
clarify that range
3s?
was really important as it was at 7.
So you got 1.
So I got 1. Okay, so I got a 3-up armor save. I got to make, or somebody bites it, and I'm just gonna say that's cocked.
Damn, you just took your guy.
All right, that's
out
2.
there.
So one guy eats it.
Was it the guy who just got destroyed by the dice?
That was like the loudest, like, ting.
Boop. It's gonna be that guy.
All right, so then my flamer is going to auto hit with D6.
Okay.
Are you within 8 inches?
I am.
All right.
D6 auto hits. Flamers are so good.
So
Yeah. Oh
4.
man, I can't wait
So
to
it's
see
gonna be
start seeing
2.
some salamanders
No,
and
it's gonna be 4.
sisters of
It's
battle
not D3, it's
themed.
D6.
Oh, it's D6. Wow, not D3. Oh,
But
I'm just
salamanders
so
and
used to D3.
sisters of battle themed around fire and flame
And
weapons.
orcs too.
Yeah, orcs. Oh my god.
Ah, so you got 3 wounds for me.
I can't wait to see you run a squad of 10 burner boys coming out of the truck and just igniting everything.
I do have 8
That's
in
good.
the works. In the works.
So 3 wounds, 3 3-ups.
I saved them all. We'll take our imperial dictatorship and shove it down your communist throats.
Oh, that's all I can do that turn.
That's all you can do. All right, so now we're going to. So you can't charge, right?
Nope, because
No.
I fell back.
Right.
And why would I want to charge you?
I don't know. Why would you want to charge me? I want to give you a nice, big, meaty high five.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we're just going to go into the Space Marine turn,
Yep.
and we're going to still get in it.
Yeah, because I didn't run away far enough.
Again, with no, as long as I stay outside of an inch of you, I think we are golden.
So have Tau lost their suits, lost their ability to do the jetpack thing?
It seems like it, because when we were looking at the commander's profile, we haven't seen the rules for jet pack keyword.
Right, that's true.
That's the thing. So we're kind of like
So those suits may have been able to be further away.
we're being
from...
really loosey goosey about all this.
Right, of course. I mean, you're essentially trying to play 8th edition with.
Well, but I didn't want him to be further away because the flame.
That's true.
This is also true.
So,
Oh no,
like,
no. You're new to this because this is like probably your first Tau game, right?
First Tau game.
Yeah, first Tau game is 8th. new edition, new army.
Yeah, Eldar.
In
What?
7th edition. Man, you would have been perfect for 6th.
Yeah.
The
Taudar.
2 strongest armies like put
Taudar,
together
yeah.
and just giant robots smashing
Disgusting.
everything and
Just castling up and shooting stuff across the field. In 7th edition, assault jump, at least we haven't seen now because of the jetpack keyword, would allow you to do all the things you want to do, and then you could just assault jump away.
Like a warp spider.
Yeah, like a warp spider, essentially. Yeah, those are the exact same rules.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to allocate all my shots. We're going to do the same thing. Plasma pistol into here,
Okay.
grav cannon into here, and then Melta into there as well, and then just all the bolters.
Just in case I save all those other things, why not
Yes.
Melta him?
Because Games Workshop says, hey, save your bolters for like the chaff, the horde units, the weaker.
any damage 1 with no AP is generally best used on things that don't have great armor saves, and you can just pour shots into.
All right, so I'm going to overcharge this plasma pistol because I'm insane. And that's a miss, but no.
But it doesn't overheat.
I didn't kill myself.
Which is super important.
What do you need
I
to
love now
roll?
that if you roll a 1, rather than having to take an armor save, you're just dead.
Yes. Yeah, it's no longer 7th edition where it was on a hit of 1, just regardless.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, when Guilliman comes around, he's like, hey, if you...
Stop holding the trigger so long! Damn it!
No, flip that switch on the side of the gun, and you're done overcharging your weapon. And it shoots like a normal, safe weapon.
Yeah. That's what Tau... Everyone was always saying, Tau plasma weapons never had to overheat.
Yeah.
They were always 1 strength less. They're strength 6, AP 2.
Yes, because they've always never crossed that threshold.
Because they never cross the dangerous threshold because
Melta
They're smarter.
Well,
Hits.
no, they're just special snowflakes.
Then I need a 2.
But now the Imperium all of a
jeez.
sudden has realized that they just could, not hold the trigger down as long and survive.
Guy, and it's -3, so you have a t-shirt save.
Oh no! You dead.
Oh, saves it.
He just saved a t-shirt save?
Saved the t-shirt save.
And he had 1 wound only, too.
No, that's a perfect example.
Was that with the Melta or the plasma?
That was with the Melta.
Plasma. With the Melta, isn't the Melta -4?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So he's dead.
He's super dead.
I call shenanigans.
Look, half distance.
I mean, that's...
Look, you took this.
Do I have an
much.
inbone save? I think I have an inbone save.
Yeah, you do on that shield.
No,
I don't
He didn't pay
have
for
that.
Oh, you didn't pay for the shield? Okay, never mind.
I did 6
We're not
damage
doing
because with
WYSIWYG.
Melta, if you're half range, you take 2d6. Pick the highest.
Is that... I thought that's only on monsters, vehicles,
Oh, that's
and-
true. That's
yeah.
true. That's true. Not to everybody. But it was still a d6 roll, but he had 1 wound left, so he's...
Yeah, it didn't really matter. He was dead.
But my grav cannon's wasted, so
Can't shoot that.
can't shoot that. So we're just going to resolve the bolters with your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can you
12.
get into a little more on why the grav cannon is wasted, just for anyone who's following along?
In the shooting phase, you have to declare all of your shots ahead of time. So at the beginning there, I said, all right, plasma gun, melta gun, and grav cannon are shooting at the crisis suit. And because the plasma gun failed, that's where we found, and then the melta gun succeeded and killed the unit. Therefore, the grav cannon that I've allocated to the crisis suit has no more. The target's gone.
Yeah, essentially,
I have to
all of those
commit.
did fire at the same time.
Yes.
It's just... And he's dead,
Yeah, he's super dead.
but you just didn't... You're saving time by not rolling for something that's already dead,
Yeah.
right? That's,
It doesn't. I can't. As much as I would like to.
Yeah.
I can't shoot the dead communist.
Essentially, your Space Marine with that grav cannon did fire,
Yeah.
but we're just not
he
spending the
was just
time
taken
rolling
out by
because
the
there's no
melta.
point. Right.
Yes. Because weapons are resolved at the same time.
Exactly.
And I have to declare and commit.
Yes.
So keep an eye on that. Make sure when they declare, they have to commit.
Yeah. It pays to be very aware in
Yes.
your games because you don't want people... This is a new way for that TFGs to
Yeah, be very
to
careful.
play. So if you're playing, if you have a lot of TFGs in your gaming group, just keep an eye
Just
open.
keep a close eye.
Yeah.
There'll be a little cheeky grav cannon going the other way.
Yeah.
So 12 shots total because of rapid fire. Going into there. Hitting on 3s. We'll take away the misses. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 8. It's going to be wounding on 3s. And then it's going to be all wounds. So you have 8 wounds at your basic armor save because you're no longer in cover.
4 up.
You are exposed, so 4 up armor save.
They could all die right here, guys.
They could. Oh, but they don't.
4 die.
4 die. So pick which ones you want to die.
Doesn't matter. They're all the same. We'll make your charge a little harder.
Okay, make my charge a little more difficult.
It's actually a really good call and a really good showing that you can play this. Even when you take casualties, if you're sticking, or your head is still in the game, you're going to be able to make it a little harder for your opponent.
Yes.
So now what you don't know is that single guy is a missile pack. That just kills everybody when they charge automatically.
But he still has to take a morale test in the morale phase, and will just run away like a little baby.
Sans missile pack.
Yeah, sans missile pack.
Okay, so I am now going to charge.
Yep. Yes.
Would you like to Overwatch?
Oh, I'd love to Overwatch with my 2 dice.
You got infinite Overwatches, but only 1 chance.
Nada.
Nada.
No 6s.
Now
No
I
dice.
need
Literally no dice. Haha.
I need to get within an inch. So I need a, well, I still need a 5 because that's above 5.
Remember, you only need to be within an inch.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it is because the measurement's above 5, so that makes it a 6. So I need a 5 to.
I
Really
need a
be
5
within
to
an
be within an inch.
inch.
Okay.
Yes. So let's go ahead and roll for that. Hup. Got it with a 10.
You're really
I'm
over
rolling
rolling
doubles
these
on
charges.
my charges. This is like
Charges are just going
I'm
in.
wasting on here.
I'm just saying, you roll like this all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
Jared's got fire rolls.
Pretty
I, on the other hand, am apparently based on the moon cycle, in which I only roll well on a blue moon,
Which is never.
and then a few planets align. It has to be both.
This grav cannon has done nothing this entire game.
Good.
All right, charging.
That's how I like my grav cannons. Doing nothing.
Ineffective.
All right, if this guy lives.
He's gonna detonate the missile pack.
He's gonna pull a predator and
That's
just like
exactly what I was
boop, boop, boop,
thinking.
boop,
I was
and
about to
then
say the same thing.
nuke the
Just
whole
like-
area.
I was thinking the same thing.
All right, so power fist. We're just gonna go ahead and
Yeah, just swing with the power fist to get it
swing with it.
done.
Watch,
So these are
I'm just gonna
4s.
miss.
I hope you miss. 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
One hit. So 1 miss, 1 hit. And then it's going to be wounding on a 2 because you're a toughness 3
You're gonna
versus
roll
strength.
1.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
good. Ah,
When I
jeez.
need a 1, I get a 1. When I need a 6, I get a 6. That's up.
It's okay. We're gonna bludgeon you.
You realize there is still only
No.
one Tau guy.
Nope.
That's a full squad. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. So we got.
He's
1,
calling
2,
in reinforcements right
3,
now.
4, 5.
Yeah.
Just like 10 suits just drop
You
next
got
to
you
him.
got Commander Farsight about
Piling
to
in.
drop in from space.
The rest of these guys.
Oh wait, no. The rule is actually they're not coming from space anymore. They're dropping from. There's a tactical insertion via
Manta.
which is pretty thematic and cool.
Yes.
Dude, that's one of those giant ass Forge
The
World
Manta is
models.
almost as big as
Now
a
I
table.
have to get one and just hang it above the board and just have my guys all up there just ready to come out.
If you want to drop that money, go for it.
Okay.
Will you help me paint it?
I mean, I'd happily
It
do
would
that.
probably
It's a-
take all 3 of us to paint it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. And we'll never play it.
But
I mean, we can use it as a table.
It'll fly.
Oh yeah, use it as a table. Yeah, totally.
You can play
could be all-
skirmish games in it.
Yeah, totally.
Or whatever our the new kill team.
So I
will
could
end
just
up
get a
being.
bunch of storm boys and just have them all hop on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so these are going to be hitting on 3s.
But you could do something really cool that if
Let's
you
hit.
open it up and you
So I'm still
deploy
thinking
from
power
within
fist.
it.
Oh yeah, man. That's
And then wounding on 3s. So you have 4 saves to make with a 4-up armor save. Because there's no AP.
Oh, you gotta stay alive.
Brad. You can get that Manta when I eventually get my Warlord Titan. We'll
don't
we'll
think
battle
we
it
have
out
a-
against it.
Oh, he's super dead twice over.
Guys.
We gave him a noogie.
Space Marines take victory.
Beef noogie.
Space Marines take victory in this situation. In this simulation of 8.
Yep.
But we're going to...
Go back over the desk and go over this a little bit.
Yep, there we are.
All right, so we're back from the table. It didn't go too well for me. You know, that 6 and that 1, though, let me tell you about that.
Yeah.
It's just typical Space Marines just purging Xeno scum.
Yeah.
And missing with a power fist.
Once.
Yeah, well, it was more of the grav cannon that didn't perform too
Yeah,
well.
that was. I love that. I personally, as someone watching a grav cannon
Because usually
fail,
he goes like this, grav
Oh,
cannons.
love it.
Grav cannons.
Yeah. Love it.
Delete. It's like, but no, hitting on 4s now is definitely a big change, and we'll see that be more pertinent with the once everybody starts to get going with other heavy weapons and not just Grav.
Yeah, so I think the fly roll was pretty cool on my end, being able to do that.
Yeah, I love being
that was
able to
super
see that.
good.
That's going to be, I for one am excited about any units I have in my armies with the fly special rule. Pretty pumped about that.
Yep. I think being able to allocate all your shots in different directions was really fun.
It shows the flexibility of tactical Marines. I
dude,
love it.
so good.
You know, the people who were complaining about, oh, the Primaris Marines, why would you even use? I can't see a reason now, like, what are the intercessors?
Intercessors?
Yeah, the intercessors. I don't even see, unless you're running an all Primaris list, I don't see a reason to take them.
It's so weird. Yeah,
Tactical squads are just so
good. This was like roughly
outstanding.
I think it was
right
like 202 points worth of loadout and everything.
That's with the grav cannon with grav amp,
Yeah.
plasma pistol, power fist, and a melta gun.
Yes.
That's a really solid loadout that can do a lot of different things.
And it did some work. The plasma gun did some work. The melta did some work. Power fist was really fun to use, being able to just
wail at someone with it?
How the fight phase works, me charging, me being able to shoot all my guns and still charge because there's no longer a penalty to that.
You're not doing the Donkey Kong wind-up charge for
exactly.
just until
just 1 second, guys.
All right.
Yeah, obviously I had a flamer on one of my guys. The Overwatch didn't go too well though, so unfortunately I had
that
a
would've
bad
been
Overwatch.
scary.
I had a lot of dice.
Yeah.
A lot of dice.
But you know, that just shows that, like, you know, Overwatch is still on 6s, and there's no modifiers that we know of right now that can affect that.
So imagine if that was in the shooting phase though. Could have been really good.
Would have been
for
pretty
me.
scary.
Yeah.
Forcing you to fall back is really good. It's this edition is definitely better for melee-oriented armies.
Yeah.
Well, I think, honestly, I wouldn't say it's better. I just think it evens the playing field a little better, because shooting has always been the king at 40K. And now we just we haven't really taken it down a peg. We've just made assault a little bit better.
Yeah.
I honestly think shooting is still king.
Ooh, yeah.
But I think full assault armies can really have an opportunity to stomp. Because it used to be you either went in, had the, just wrecked everything because nothing went well for the shooting army. Now there's going to be win-losses, and that's honestly the best kind of game when you have a situation where, you know, okay, well, these guys are all gone, but I made these charges and I'm able to chain react off of those, and it's going to be really exciting to see these games and how they play now.
Yeah, and I mean, you did the pile in to make my other squad
to pull in your fire warriors.
So then that way they had to fall back, so then I couldn't shoot you the next time.
Yeah, that was really good. Because of this 6-inch requirement for the greater good, which, by the way, I like the change to it. It is it's still relatively it's still the same thing where, you know, adjacent units, but it's within 6 inches. And if they overwatch in support of that, they can overwatch in the preceding turn, or in that same turn against a different unit because they've committed that way. I liked it. I liked being able to just pull those guys in because you deployed them a little too close in that simulated test of the 8th rolls.
And obviously with the Crisis battle suits, equipping with a flamer, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this in case he charges me and stuff like that. But then where it hurts me is when I fall back, I wanted to stay within that distance so I could still use
that flamer.
Where obviously, you know, I could have fell back 8 + 6 inches, and I could have probably made you harder to charge me.
Yes.
And everything
I mean,
like
honestly,
that.
8 + 6 inches, you could have gotten to the point
Like
where
how
it
you
was
said 8
nearly
+ 6 inches because neither one of us did the math fast enough in our head right there.
It's
too.
14.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like, it's the 8 movement and you rolled a 6. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could have put some real distance, especially because you have fly. You could have just gone over walls for some of these buildings and made it impossible for them to charge you, but you would have also not been able to shoot yourself.
Right.
So in a wider game, it may have been a better opportunity to get that crisis suit out of the way or out of the line of fire, essentially. But you know, for this specific event, I thought it worked great.
Yep, I agree, and I think we did a good job in assuming because the crisis suit was the only one that we didn't get all of the information on.
And honestly, it doesn't affect too much if it's a little off.
Yeah, and we mentioned in the when we played over there that he was essentially the crisis suits were just toned down commander because it's commander's in the same suit, the base commander model.
Yeah.
The only thing that we didn't have any information on was the jetpack keyword and whether or not that's any different on how it behaves.
Right.
But I felt like we were safe to just run with what we had.
Yeah. I mean, I think it played out well. I think it was a good start and everything like that.
Oh yeah, and you guys can probably expect a lot more games coming from us once we get into 8th edition. I mean, honestly, we've been mostly just stalling, getting ready to play.
Yeah.
Right?
trying to play catch up.
Yeah,
But
and
guess
for the
what?
longest time, I was like, they've been churning out so many things. We could just play right now. You know, and since this past week where they just dumped
Oh,
like
man, so
people
good.
right and left just vomiting on the internet with like rules leaks, we were like, yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're just gonna start playing now and just hope for the best.
Well, I gotta say, the games did go real fast. They
was
were,
really
they were
quick.
gory, they were smashy. I mean, there was a lot of talking, of course, so it dragged it out a little. But I feel like everything we've heard about games going faster, when you're just getting down to it, rolling dice and playing, I think it's gonna go much faster.
That's about all I got for thoughts. You guys got anything else?
No, I think
that's
I think
it.
we nailed it, man.
Cool. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the little test game for 8th edition. We got plenty more content coming out soon. Make
Let us
sure
know what you think.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Take it away,
took the
sir.
initiative.
Sorry
I thought
to
you were
interrupt.
done. My
Sorry to
bad.
interrupt you.
so bad.
Take it away. Jared's gonna do the close, everybody.
So like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and let us know below in the comments what you think of the simulation that we just ran over the 8th core rules.
And Jared will be happy to comment back on all of your comments.
Like
so comment
everything.
away and make him have to comment. See you next time.
I'm a chatty Cathy.